Mystery exploration. Darkness. History. Darkest side.
The day the internet declared Trump dead. It began as just another quiet weekend in Washington, D.C. President Donald Trump had no public appearances scheduled. The White House calendar was blank. And for most leaders, that would hardly make news. But for Trump, at 79 years old and constantly under the world's microscope, even silence becomes a headline. Then came the whispers. At first, it was a few speculative tweets. "Where is Trump?" one person asked. "Has anyone seen him lately?" another posted. Within hours, those whispers snowballed into a viral frenzy. The internet had declared the unthinkable. Donald Trump was dead. Hashtags like "Trump is dead" and "Where is Trump" rocketed to the top of social media. People around the world, supporters and critics alike, flooded timelines with shock, jokes, theories, and prayers. Some were mourning, others were mocking, but all of them were waiting for proof. And yet, there was nothing. No press release, no photo op, just silence. The rumors had fuel. Recent images of Trump showed him with bruises on his right hand and visibly swollen ankles. People speculated about heart problems, blood clots, or something worse. "They're hiding it from us," some claimed. "He's too sick to appear," others said. In a world that thrives on speculation, the smallest details had become evidence of conspiracy. Then came Vice President J.D. Vance, who tried to calm the storm. Speaking to reporters, he reassured the public. The president is in incredibly good health. But instead of easing concerns, his next words only made things worse. "If, God forbid, there's a terrible tragedy, I can't think of better on-the-job training." That single sentence was all the internet needed. Panic morphed into certainty. Theories multiplied. Screenshots, memes, and insider leaks filled feeds at lightning speed. For many, the question wasn't if Trump had died, but when the White House would admit it. But then, on Saturday morning, the silence was broken. There he was, Donald Trump, walking across the south lawn of the White House, dressed in a white polo, black pants, and his signature red "Make America Great Again" hat. He strolled confidently toward his motorcade. On either side of him were his grandchildren, Kai and Spencer, smiling and chatting as if nothing unusual had happened. Cameras captured every step, every movement. The man the internet had buried hours before was very much alive. And not just alive. He was heading out to play golf. Moments later, Trump arrived at his golf club in Sterling, Virginia. Reporters snapped photos of him teeing off, relaxed and in good spirits. For his critics, it was frustrating proof. For his supporters, it was a vindication. For everyone else, it was a reminder of how quickly the digital world can blur fact and fiction. But the questions didn't stop there. Why the bruises? Why the swollen ankles? Trump's physician stepped in with answers. The bruising on his hand, he explained, was simply from frequent handshakes and aspirin use as part of a routine cardiovascular regimen. The swollen ankles, a common condition in older adults called chronic venous insufficiency, not a medical emergency. In short, normal health issues for a man his age. Nothing more, nothing less. And yet, the rumors revealed something much deeper than just a quiet weekend schedule. They showed how fragile truth has become in the digital age. One empty calendar page sparked global speculation. One awkward comment from a vice president fanned the flames. And one blurry photo of a bruise turned into a death certificate signed by the internet. It didn't matter that the facts came later. by the time Trump appeared on the golf course. The story of his death had already traveled across the world, been believed by millions, and been etched into online culture. So what does this say about us? It says that in today's world, silence is no longer neutral. It is suspicious. A missing leader for even a day becomes a ghost story. It says that the hunger for drama is greater than the patience for truth. And it says that sometimes the loudest story isn't the accurate one. It's just the one that spreads the fastest. Donald Trump did not die that weekend. Instead, he became the center of a cautionary tale. Proof that in the age of instant information, anyone can vanish, or even be buried, without ever leaving the stage. And as he swung his golf club under the Virginia sun, the man himself seemed to remind us of the truth in the simplest way possible. The internet may speak loudly, but reality still has the final word.